Commercial property in Cambridge, innovation parks and office demand. Cambridge. The name alone sparks images of spires, students on bicycles, and, yep, believe it or not, behind the romantic postcards is one of the UK's most dynamic commercial property hotspots. And I'm not just saying that because I once got lost in an innovation park looking for a coffee shop. Spoiler, I never found it, but I did walk into a biotech lab by accident. Let's talk shop. Cambridge is a weird and wonderful blend of academia, startup culture, and deep-pocket investors. And the commercial property scene? Buzzing. Think clusters of purpose-built office spaces nestled between science hubs and research centers, all surrounded by that idyllic green belt that somehow keeps expanding and shrinking depending on who you ask. The rise of the innovation park. First up, innovation parks. These aren't just fancy names for business parks. They're the brainchildren of university spinouts, government-backed funding, and private capital, all deciding to throw a party. And everyone from pharma to AI wants an invite. Take Cambridge Science Park, for example. You know the one, originally set up by Trinity College in the 70s, now a full-blown tech village. I recently helped a small AI firm snap up a 3,000 square foot unit there. They were up against 2 international firms and an American VC-backed startup. You could feel the tension during viewings. It's like property Hunger Games out here. And it's not just the OG parks making noise. Places like Babraham Research Campus and St. John's Innovation Park are booming. Some of my clients are on waiting lists longer than a Netflix password sharing ban. Honestly, if someone had told me 5 years ago that lab space would be the next gold rush, I would have laughed into my flat white. Now, I'm chasing wet lab fit-out consultants like they're Glastonbury tickets. Office space isn't dead. It's just, now, let's squash the rumor mill. No one wants offices anymore. Really? Tell that to the hedge fund that outbid a biotech firm on Hills Road last month. True story. Post-pandemic, companies aren't ditching the office. They're refining it. They're after flexibility, sustainability, and proximity to talent, especially in Cambridge, where the talent pool isn't just deep, it's full of PhDs who code before breakfast. I had one client, a growing green energy startup, turn down a shiny grade A space because it felt too corporate. What did they want instead? A slightly scruffier, more open-plan office near a train station. Go figure. But hey, they signed a 10-year lease with break at 5. So they're serious, just. Demand versus supply, the classic clash. Here's the tea. Demand is strong. Supply? Patchy. There's grade A stock in the pipeline, yes, but it's not coming fast enough. And when something halfway decent comes up, you better be ready to pounce. Let me give you a quick scenario. A 5,500 square feet office came up in the heart of the CB1 district. Within 4 days, we had 8 viewings. By day 7, 3 offers. By day 10, heads of terms agreed at above asking. And don't get me started on fit-outs. You'd think finding someone to install a simple meeting pod would be easy? Not in Cambridge. Lead times are wild. Some landlords are even offering Cat A+ just to stay competitive. What about the rents? Brace yourselves. £50 per square feet isn't just for London anymore. Premium space in Cambridge's prime business districts is nudging that mark. And with ESG compliance becoming a deal breaker, older stock is either getting massive refurbs or being quietly dropped from searches. On the flip side, fringe areas like Cherry Hinton and Milton offer better value, but they come with trade-offs. Fewer transport links, patchier amenities, and sometimes just weird vibes. Yes, I once showed a unit next to a meat processing plant. The future? Hybrid heavy and talent focused. Look, Cambridge isn't going backwards. The direction is clear. More lab space, more mixed-use campuses, and more demand for offices that don't feel like, well, offices. You'll see spaces that blend co-working energy with deep tech infrastructure. And if there's parking and a good cafe on site, game over. Hybrid working isn't killing the market. It's reshaping it. People still want spaces to collaborate, brainstorm, and have that awkward but important kitchen chat. What's changing is how these spaces look, feel, and flex. One of my current clients, a quantum computing startup, yes, really, is designing an office where every desk has adjustable light and airflow settings. Is that overkill? Maybe, but it's Cambridge. Anything goes. So if you're eyeing commercial property in this buzzing little city, buckle up. It's not just about location anymore. It's about community, culture, and the kind of space that attracts talent who could easily be in San Francisco or Berlin, but chose to be here. And honestly, I don't blame them.